Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an act, a duo named Bex Bright. This track is called Loved Lost. So switching over to here, we've got the single art over here. I'm just going to grab a drink of water because my throat apparently has decided that it wants to cark it today. And so we're going to listen to this track from start till finish and we're going to hear what we think. Let's do this. Go. Oh, that bass! Ooh. Funky. I'm lost and I can't figure it out. Stop. No, we need to take a moment because I'm actually vibing with this incredibly hard right now. But I need to process it. We had that really dope bass line. Bump, 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 bump. Kind of a slappy kind of thing going on with the octaves. Then when the shaker's being stereo panned, vocals come in. There's so much in that short space of time. Drums, 80s drums, that kind of nice reverb on them. And a sort of synth electro kind of vibe. What is happening? Whoa. Let's just take a moment. I need to... Because this track's only like 3 minutes and a bit. It's so energetic. It's so charismatic. It's like a puppy. It's like, pay attention to me. I'm really lovable if you get to know me. And it's like, yeah, I believe you. The Dixie lady's vocals, the singing is gorgeous. And the melody, there's like a kind of a somber kind of... how do I describe it? Let's go back a little bit and listen to it, I got too excited. It's kind of sultry, but it's sort of like a sense of sort of frustration, but also maturity and sort of acceptance that the situation's kind of messed up. When I try to get up, always late. These juxtapositions, man, and those little playful kind of synths on top, dude. There's a really interesting energy to this, that boom bap kind of thing. Bop. I like those held notes, how they form patty kind of things with those harmonies. Oh, sick. Yeah, this is pretty much masterful. I want to listen to the whole song before I kind of reach a verdict about how I feel about, obviously you got to listen through the finish, but it's pretty impressive so far. The first minute, that chorus, that hook was so colorful. I'm liking how we had those vocal harmonies sort of have that pad-like response, have like a really nice. It's almost like sort of an extended harmony with those other synths being involved. It was interesting not to have the bass in that second half of the hook, but that's okay. I think having that sort of airiness was good for it. A little bit of a change. That side chaining is done well. It's back. Cool. Good, coming back in on that second verse was a smart move. Having a bit of space. I'm getting sucked into the song, but in a way where like I'm kind of like, it's a hell of a ride, isn't it? This track, it's not overwhelming in like a negative sense, but I'm grateful for there to be these sort of like peaks and troughs and like the energy levels, just to give the listener a chance to be like, okay, yeah, I processed that. I think it's effective though. It's very effective songwriting. You're not going to get bored listening to this, and that's exactly what you need a single to do. I've loved and lost and I don't want to do it again. So basically the main sort of concept is that she doesn't want to be abandoned. You know, she wants to have certainty, to understand the situation, to feel safe and secure in a relationship. I get that. I think that's something that a lot of people will be able to sort of relate to. I think that through the lyrics along the subject matter, I think people will sort of be able to relate to it, connect to it. And we're repeating it for the second hook, alright. Is this the outro? Oh, it is too. It's so sparkly and glittery, man. It's so vibrant and full of life. I think that's really working for it. There's sort of an innocence to those synths, you know? Like a hope that things won't go back to the way they used to be and that she won't get her heart broken again. I'm just gonna have a listen back to the first verse just so I can get more of a context of the additional bits there, and we'll do our conclusion. Alright, so my main sort of like understanding of what this track is about is effectively that, you know, as I mentioned before, she's been in relationships in the past and they haven't quite worked out, and she's just been so messed up by them, but she doesn't even know what normal is anymore. It's like she talks before about like, you know, trying to get on time and still being late, and you know, there's stuff like that. Like there's a sense of confusion over what's real and what's not, and how she's meant to act. And like she's feels like she's been put on a shelf for a while, and she wants that person to remove the spell so that she can kind of wake up from that sort of state. And you know, again, I think this is a bit when people have gotten hurt in the past in their own relationships. I can sort of relate to this personally. I think a lot of other people will, as I mentioned before. It's effective lyrics, well written. Bex and Bright are creating some really interesting music. I liked how sort of it wasn't like, how do I say this? I liked how much freedom there was for the singer to just express herself. I don't know. It could be Bex, it could be Bright as well. You know, I love how much freedom there is for the vocalist to just sing over that sort of verse bass line, and you know, come in between bars and stuff like that. And I love how we're sort of reining it in a little bit for that hook, just to really kind of carve it into quarters. I think it's effective to have that sort of contrast there. The mixing and mastering was done well. It was nice and bright. There weren't any bits which were sort of too loud or too soft, and the side chaining was good. The EQing was nice. There was enough sort of higher range frequencies without being too overwhelming, and the panning was nice, as sort of demonstrated by the kind of coming backwards and forwards. A solid understanding of music production there, which I can really appreciate. You know, the musical main theme, you know, these sort of extended kind of funky, kind of like neo-pop kind of vibes I'm getting there. I love it. I dig it. I hope they make more of this music. I don't know where Bex and Bright would go from here, whether they continue with this kind of material or whether they'd explore relationships further or talk about other parts of their life. But I think that either way, if they can continue to work together like this, they'll go places, because this is catchy, engaging, interesting music that's within that 2 to 4 minutes of a single. I think people will make time for it. That's effectively my review of Loved and Lost by Bex and Bright. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do go check out Bex and Bright's very social medias. And please do stay cool, stay safe. Remember, support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need all the help they can get with all the craziness going on in the world. And I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.